your Orville. There will be no national anthem for game 2 as we did a national anthem in game 1. Thank you. Fans, you can now text the Orville front office at any time. Have a question or want to report a fan-related problem? Text 610-370-call. Our field staff are monitoring your text and will follow up accordingly on your question or fan-related problem. Fans, the Orville's game program is electronic this season. Download the game program right on your phone. Go to artvillas.com/program. Tonight's all 10 better prizes. Game 2 game time temperature is 76 degrees. And enjoy tonight's second game brought to you again by Diamond Credit Union, The Helping Company, and PA Virtual Charter School.
It's time for game 2 here at First Energy Stadium between the Reading Fightin Phils and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. The doubleheader is set to take place here, the first one of the season. The Flying Squirrels took game 1 4-3 over the Fightin Phils, but it was a competitive game through and through. The Flying Squirrels scored once in the top of the first, and then they had another 3-run inning in the fourth. That was really the hardest inning for the Fightin Phils. Otherwise, they were pretty clean across the board defensively. Minus the first, they had a couple 1, 2, 3 innings out there, and it was just tough going in the fourth, but that was enough for Richmond to capitalize. The offense for the Fightins came off of Bonifacio. He had a run-scoring double and a solo shot that helped put the Fightins out in front at one point, but they were unable to capitalize. Game 2 set to start here. Leading things off, Mark Appel on the mound to face Andy Suhilio. The first pitch is fouled off and into the on-base circle. And the first pitch is 8-18 coming in. It's 78 degrees here in Reading, Pennsylvania. For game 21 of the season here at First Energy Stadium on the May 27th, and Appel's second pitch, it's in the dirt. Now, this is Appel's, he's had a couple of starts and he's come out a couple times of the pen. So he's got 2 starts. This will be his third, and we saw him once out of the pen earlier in the season. He gets a swing and a miss there from Suhilio. He's had a couple of hit batters throughout the season. That's been a tough spot for him, as he's hit 4 batters across the season. And the count moves to 2-2. We'll go over who's out on the field for the Fightin Phils. We had a quick change of the defensive positions for the Fightins right before the game. And out now across the diamond behind your pitcher, of course, catcher Nick Matera here. Last game it was Fitch, and Nick Matera getting the start today as the 3-2 turns into a walk to Suhilio. Over in left field for the Fightins is Hunter Hearn, who did not play in game 1. In center field, Dalton Guthrie, and over at right is Bonifacio once again. At third base, it's going to continue to be McCarthy, Tatum. Gamboa shifts from the outfield back to shortstop. Over at second, Daniel Brito, and at first is going to be Madison Stokes, this time with Miller on the bench today's game. First pitch coming into Jacob Hayward, who moves up a couple spots in the lineup. He'll take a first pitch ball. Fightin's in their home white pants and black jerseys, those throwback classic R-Train black jerseys, and they've got the black hat with the big R's out on front, while the Flying Squirrels are in complete road grays with red caps. Hayward stepping into the box, Appel leaning over. And now he'll come home. It's going to be fouled off. Hayward 0 for 2 in game 1, although he did have a walk. The Flying Squirrels struck first in game 1, scoring, but the Fightins bounced right back in the bottom half, scoring 2 and taking the lead. And Appel will try to shut them down right from the start now, as there's one on and nobody out. Now he'll come home to Hayward, who will foul it back once again. And we'll try it again. Phillies played a day game today. They beat the Marlins 3-2. As it was tied going into the top of the 9th, but the Fightins were able to score one in the top half. The game was away at Marlins Park, and on a challenged call at first, Torres was able to come across on a fielder's choice, and Ardubal Herrera scored to make the game 3-2. Now the count here to Jacob Hayward at First Energy Stadium is 2-2. And he'll come home with it, and another foul ball. Rhys Hoskins able to homer in that game, his 11th of the season, and he was stuck at 99 for a while and has since been skyrocketing through the numbers. Runner on for the Flying Squirrels, nobody out here, and Jacob Hayward up at the plate waiting for the 7th pitch of this at-bat, and make that the 8th because he's fouled off another one. And for the second time of this at-bat, the bat boy has brought out some more baseballs. Mark Appel getting the sign from Matera behind the plate. And now he'll come home. It almost gets away from Matera. He's able to keep it in front of him, and the count is now full. Behind the plate for the umpires tonight, Gabe Alfonso shifts to crew chief, Jude Corey over at third, and Matt Carleon at first base. And going is Suhilio, and the ball makes it through the gap. A beautiful play there by Brito. He was caught because he was going over to second to try to stop Suhilio from stealing, and the ball was hit just to his right, and he dove back for it, but just his glove just really just missed. And now they have runners on the corners here as Hayward singles up the middle. Suhilio able to shift all the way to third base since he got a pretty good jump on it. So Flying Squirrels threatening here early. Runners on the corners here, nobody out. He'll get VR to foul behind him. Beautiful sunset here over the ballpark in Reading, Pennsylvania. Runners on the corners here, nobody away. We're in the top of the first of this doubleheader, and it'll come outside. Fightin's looking to take game 2 of this doubleheader. And the pitch from Appel coming in, it is popped foul once again. A lot of foul balls here in early on as the Flying Squirrels really digging into Mark Appel. There are three more games after today. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all games end with post-game fireworks, and I heard it's going to be quite a show from those guys at International Fireworks. Big swing and a miss there as David VR goes down, and Mark Appel able to get the job done. One away now and a strikeout for Appel. And Diamond Credit Union is donating $10 to charity, I believe, every time the Fightin Phil's pitching staff strikes out a member of the other team, which has been a huge promotion, and that's great for charity. As Frankie Tostado heads into the batter's box. Looking over at first base is Appel, who has to turn his entire body. The righty now goes home, and he doesn't get the strike. He hits 93 miles an hour on the radar gun. Runners on the corners, one away here, top of the first. And sending it home, but it's in the dirt. Wind has shifted here a little bit in game 2. It's now going out to center field and kind of varying a little bit to right as well. Appel coming home, big swing and a miss as Tostado fouls it into his own shin, and he has to almost sit down. He's in so much pain. And he's still trying to shake it off, as we might see a visit from the trainer here. He can barely stand up. Trainer Garrett Havig comes out, and they're having a few words. We'll see if he's able to walk it off. And looks like he is, so he's going to get back into the batter's box after taking some time to walk it off. And he's going to pop one foul. It's a heater down the left field line. Lots of people sitting over in that grandstand. Big crowd here at First Energy Stadium today, arguably the biggest crowd. And he'll chop it up the middle. Coming in is Guthrie. It's Gamboa, and he'll throw it away into the Fightin's dugout, which I'm pretty sure means it is a dead ball. And so he'll have to stop at second as a run crosses the plate for the Flying Squirrels. So that is going to be an E4 as Guthrie misplayed the throw. And now there will be 2 outs as they were able to get one at second with Suhilio crosses the plate. And tough throw there by Guthrie. Or excuse me, Brito's over at second right now. And we are going to see a mound visit. Brad Bergeson out there to have a quick chat Lots going on here. And now Bergeson is going to head back into the dugout, so we'll get things underway as he's trying to calm Appel down. Only one run has crossed the plate thus far, and this happened in the first game as well. The Fightins were able to battle back. A runner on second here with 2 away for Vince Fernandez. Fernandez pinch hit a sacrifice fly in game 1, but was immediately taken out as he came into the spot of the pitcher. And the first pitch from Appel is a called strike at the knees. Fightin's a huge shift here as Gamboa shaded right of second base. Count 1-1 now to Vince Fernandez. And the pitch swung on, drilled to left center. Coming around third is going to be Hayward, and they're not going to be able, Tostado, and they're not going to be able to make a play there, so he will score as the ball is fielded by Hunter Hearn in left. And now Matheny is up to bat as 2 have scored here in just the top of the first. There are 2 away. Appel could shut down the Fightins here, though there is someone warming up in the pen already. Can't imagine they wouldn't let him get through this inning depending on the pitch count. And he is currently at 26. He'll look back at Fernandez on first. And he's going to get a called strike at the knees. Popping it up is Matheny, and coming over is Stokes, and the ball is going to drop near nobody. I'm not even sure what happened, but the throw to Matera is in time, and they'll get him at the plate. So they made up for what was almost an insane play in shallow center field. Coming over was Stokes. Brito was just standing with his glove up. They're going to record that as a single since no one touched it, and no one was near it at all. So it's a single to Matheny, and then 9-2 as Bonifacio was the one who ended up picking it up and throwing the bullet home for Matera. So after a very interesting top of the first, it's always eventful here at First Energy Stadium. The score is 2-0. We're heading into the bottom half.
The Reading Fightin Phil's birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admissions tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
Customers Bank is a proud continued partner of the United Way of Berks County and the Ready, Set, Read initiative. Ready, Set, Read programs focus on improving literacy skills for children from birth through 3rd grade. The Fundamentals of Reading are a community-wide initiative that bring together schools, businesses, organizations, and individuals throughout our area to improve early grade reading success. Customers Bank and the United Way of Berks County are committed to reading success and urge you and your business to support this worthwhile initiative. For more information on Ready, Set, Read and how you can become involved, please visit readysetread.org. berks.org. And thank you, Customers Bank, for your continued support. Back at the ballpark, game 2 here at First Energy Stadium. The Richmond Flying Squirrels lead 2-0 over the Fightins, but they haven't even gotten a chance to bat just yet. Leading things off for the Fightin Phils is going to be Gamboa, Brito, and Bonifacio. And the Fightins tacked 2 on in the bottom of the first in game 1. So we'll see if they are able to do something similar, which would be impressive now that they're down by 2 runs starting off here. This is just a 7-inning contest. Don't forget, this is game 2 of the doubleheader. And of course, stick around for post-game fireworks, though not sure if you're going to be able to hear them on the air. So you better get yourself out to the ballpark while you've still got time. And here is Trenton Toplicar, who kicks and fires. The righty gets a called strike. Toplicar just found out he was making the start of game 2 earlier in the day. It was supposed to be Tristan Beck, but he was scratched at the very last minute, just with some tenderness in his shoulder, I believe. But not going to hit the IL. Looks like he will be available to pitch later on in this series. Just needed a little bit more time. His second pitch to Gamboa, also a called strike, and now Gamboa taking one outside. The outfield for the Flying Squirrels, Hayward to Helio and Fernandez left to right. Gamboa fouling one off. The infield, VR over at third, Matheny, Ryan Howard again, and Tostado at first. And the first appearance of Bryant Torres behind the plate. Gamboa chops another one foul. Excuse me, if it was fair, we'd have some action. Toplicar, a 16-round pick back in 2018. He's 25 years old. And Appel on the mound, 29. Fightin looking for some offense here as Gamboa takes one below the knees. Gamboa struggled a bit in the last game as he had 3 strikeouts and just 1 hit. And he's tied for third in the Northeast League with 16 walks, though this time he'll be walking back to the dugout, his 4th strikeout of the day. And now Daniel Brito is up at the plate. Brito stepping into that lefty batter's box. He'll take a first pitch ball. Brito had a beautiful double earlier in the first game, but other than that, 1 for 4 on the day. And he'll take a called strike. In the crowd, I see Change Up the Turtle. Change Up is played by Tom Hunsinger, our general manager's father, and it is his 70th birthday today, so a big happy birthday to our man inside the turtle. And we believe that he is the oldest regularly performing mascot in all of sports, as that pitch is a dead ball, crosses the foul line. See the turtle walking around here at First Energy Stadium in the stands now. And a big swing and a miss by Brito as he's sent back to the dugout. So 2 up and 2 strikeouts for Toplicar as he gets the job done. And now Jorge Bonifacio stepping into the batter's box. Now I didn't get to mention this in the first game, but Bonifacio was suspended for 80 games by Major League Baseball for using PEDs back in 2018. But he served that sentence and came back and has worked on getting back into shape to play. And the Phillies here took a chance on him They're looking for some more depth in the outfield, and Bonifacio actually has been in some organizations with Dave Dombrowski before. So Dombrowski, who is running the Phillies upstairs, liked what he saw in Bonifacio and was willing to give him a shot here with a minor league contract. And he falls behind 0-2, but there's a ball. Nothing across here for the Fightins. They're 0-2 with strikeouts. And they trail 2 runs. Here in the bottom of the first. The pitch by Toplicar, it's fouled off. And the count moves to 1-2. And he'll take another ball. And make the count full now. This is the first start for Toplicar in his career at Double-A. He attended UC Riverside for 4 seasons and then joined the Giants in 2018, where he did not give up a run all season. So he'll send Boniface down to first for free, and the Arphils will have a runner now in the bottom of the first, maybe going for a 2-out rally here. They're down 2 runs in the bottom half. And a fun fact about Toplicar, he actually went to the same high school as Washington National star Steven Strasburg. And Strasburg, obviously they didn't go at the same time, but that's always a cool fun fact to see guys coming out of the same places. So the Fightins will have a runner on here with 2 away in the bottom of the first. They trail by 2. And Bonifacio taking just a short lead over on first. And instead, Matera will call time as he steps out of the batter's box. Matera behind the plate in game 2. Fitch was behind it in 1. And he'll take a strike just outside, evening the count at 1. Big crowd here at First Energy Stadium on a Thursday night, beginning Memorial Day weekend. Setting up Toplicar, he'll come home, chopper off the bat of Matera, but it rolls foul, and he moves the count 1-2. Richmond scored 2 in the top of the first. The Fightins trying to tax them on here early. Would be good to start chipping away at that lead as fast as possible since it's only a 7-inning game. And the 1-2 now, it's a called strike 3. And Toplicar in his first Double-A start will strike out the side. As we head into the top of the second, Richmond leads 2-0.
Gear for the visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selection of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dog gear, plus throwback black R-Trains R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with the eXp Realty Group throughout the 2021 season. Visit their convenient website at brgpa.com. The custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and their talented team of agents is here to answer all your questions. Call them today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Group is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils at all 7 Savage 61 Fiesta Friday games during the 2021 season. eXp Realty Group, where every move matters.
Savage Auto Groups is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fighting Phils. Our large inventory and wide selection of models, along with competitive pricing, allow us to make great deals on many vehicle makes and models. Visit Savage 61, Kia, and LMB in Berks County for all your automotive needs.
Top of the second we go here at First Energy Stadium. And Mark Appel retakes the mound for the Fightin' Phils. He's in with around 30 pitches to get out of the first, but he was able to get the job done. 2 runs scored on 3 hits. And he'll try to shut down the Flying Squirrels here so that the Fightins could get back up to bat. Appel said he is interested in either starting or coming out of the pen. He'll do whatever the team asks of him. We've seen him do both. Now, if this game was played yesterday without the rain out, he would have come out of the pen following Lehman. But it was only overnight that they decided that he was going to start game 3, which is this game of the doubleheader, and they would shift everyone back a step in the order. And now the pitch comes home to Ryan Howard, and it's a ball. So just at the last minute did Appel find out he was moving out of the pen and to the starter role here in game 2. And he'll get a, nope, that was a ball there from the umpire, which is Alfonso behind the plate right now. And Appel 3 straight balls. The count now is 3-0. And that'll be 4-0 as the fans are unhappy with the call from Alfonso behind the plate. It's his first game at as crew chief in First Energy Stadium. So Howard down on first, but that sets up the Fightin' Phils nicely for a double play. So runner on here with nobody out in the top of the second for Brian Torres. This is Torres' first contest of the series, and he'll take a called strike. Fightin's infield is ready here as the pitch comes home. A chopper. It's a perfect setup for a double play. They go 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, so they'll be able to get 1. It was a good throw, but Brito a little bit late to the bag at second because Gamboa fielded it pretty close to the mound there, and they get the runner out in front. Well played there by the Fightin's infield, and one away now with Trenton Toplicar, the pitcher, at the mound. At the plate, excuse me. He's had 3 at-bats so far this season, and he struck out once, no hits, and before anyone's even ready, he is showing signs of bunt. So you know what he's about to do. Tatum all the way up, maybe 5 or 10 feet away from the plate, and he'll pull back, but the pitch is still a strike. And that'll chop up right into Mark Appel's glove. They're going for 2, and they get it. A beautiful double play by the Fightin' Phils as Appel catches a liner right into his glove, and they catch Brian Torres off first base, easily erasing the base runner. And that is a 1-2-3 of sorts inning for the Fightin' Phils. And we'll be back in the bottom of the second. They trail 2-0.
What does it mean to bank locally with Tompkins? It means keeping your money in your community with a team of neighbors to guide you through big decisions and milestones, plus all the convenience of our mobile app where you can manage your account, deposit checks remotely, Send money to family and friends. Even turn your card off if it gets misplaced, then back on when you find it. Ready to bank locally with the team at Tompkins? Visit Tompkins Vist Bank online or at a branch to get started. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Copa de la Diversión is an initiative of MILB which creates alternate identities for teams across the country wishing to better reach out to their Latino communities. The new identity represents more than a luchador. Luchar means to fight for, and luchador translates to fighter. But it also signifies a specific type of fighter, a masked wrestler. The mask logo pays tribute to some of the most notable elements of the city of Reading. Embodied in the luchador's masks is Reading's pagoda, surrounded by 23 sun rays representing the Latin American countries and Puerto Rico. Down the bridge of the nose is Reading's fire tower. Home plate serves as a luchador's mouth, with First Energy Stadium's facade creating the upper lip. Below the chin are train tracks, symbolic of the historic Reading Railroad. And along the side are baseball seams, a nod to Baseball Town's rich history. Fans can look forward to the R-Phil's players suiting up in Los Luchadores de Reading caps and jerseys on specific games throughout the season. Bottom of the second inning with a fantastic top of the second by the Fightin's defense. Pretty impressive. And they got out of it 1-2-3 in an odd sort of way. But they got the job done, and Mark Capel did not have to throw many pitches to do so. So it was a win-win there for the Fightins, as now they are back up to the plate. And now heading up is going to be McCarthy Tatum to start things off. And he'll bunt one. It's going to be in a perfect position as VR tries to barehand it, but it's not in time as Tatum sprints down the line. A beautiful piece of hitting there. Just the most perfectly placed bunt, and not a bad defensive play by VR with this one-handed grab and a beautiful throw to first. It was just not in time. So the Fightins have a runner on. They're going to try to push that runner over to second and in scoring position as fast as they possibly can. And we'll see what they're able to do. And he'll check on Tatum over there instead of coming home. But he's back in just a couple steps as Stokes fouls it up on the roof. Oh, 0-1 the count now to Madison Stokes. Stokes was entered into the game in second base just before things got underway. He had a beautiful triple in the fourth and was just unable to cross the plate, unfortunately, but a stand-up triple all the way to right field. And Stokes now setting up in the righty batter's box. And the pitch comes in outside. The count moves to 2-1. And the crowds are cheering here in hopes of some excitement. And instead, Toplicar going over to first, though Tatum really not taking too much off at first with no outs here in the bottom of the second. The Fightins would just like to get a running and scoring position safely, and they're not going to jeopardize that if they don't have to. And instead will come home. It's a called strike at the knees to Tatum. 76 change there from Toplicar. Haven't seen too many guys that change it up that slow, but most of these guys we've seen have fastballs that can top out in the 90s. And instead he'll go over to first. Again, they're going for the pickoff attempt, but tough with the Toplicar being a righty. He really has to turn around almost entirely. Tatum just 1 or 2 steps. Now he'll take a couple more as sending it into deep left field. Madison Stokes at the wall is Hayward, and he makes the catch. And trotting back to first is Tatum. And it just died out in the air, but it was a beautiful piece of hitting there from Stokes, and just unfortunately didn't have enough sauce on it there. And now Dalton Guthrie will see his first at-bat of the game. He came in defensively and saw one at-bat in a sneaky move there by Sean Williams, where he did the double defensive replacement so that Dalton Guthrie would be able to come in and get the bat instead of the pitcher. And his first pitch from Toplicar now comes in low for a strike. Runner on first, and we'll see another pickoff attempt towards first base. Coming home. And it's a called strike. The count now 0-2 to Dalton Guthrie. There's only one away here in the bottom of the second. Fightin's going for some offense here. They started off with a beautiful bunt hit from McCarthy Tatum, and there's only one away now in the bottom of the second. Popping it up is Guthrie. He lofts it high in the sky, calling it VR, but it's going to be Matheny at short who makes the grab for the second out. So 2 away now in the bottom of the second. The Fightins trail by 2 runs here early. And Hunter Hearn, who's got his first game of the series, is heading up to bat. And the Fightin' Phils like his walk-up song. There's a lot of clapping going. It's an old school country. And the Fightin' Phils fans were excited about that. Runner on here with 2 outs. And he'll swing on the first pitch, chopping it foul. And the ball gets away from Torres there, heads up by McCarthy Tatum to be able to move over to second. So now runner in scoring position here for Hunter Hearn, who was called up to Double-A earlier this season. He started in Jersey Shore, but then got the call on May 13th. And a ball comes in. It's 1-2. And he'll take a ball, making it 2-2. And the crowd is getting rowdy here as they'd like to see some action. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here. The Fightins have a runner on second. And Sean Williams ready to wave him home. Looking back and now forward, Topikar delivers. It's low and the count is full. We'll do it again. The rookie settles himself on the first base side of the rubber. Here's the payoff pitch. It's inside. And the Fightins have sort of a 2-out rally here going as Hearn jogs his way down to first on a walk. And guess who's ready for his first at-bat at the plate? It's Mark Appel. And Mark Appel heading up to the dish for the first time this season. And he'll pop it foul. So the pitcher getting some at-bats here. 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And he'll take a called strike at the knees. The count moves to 1-2. The wind really varying here at the ballpark. Now it's blowing in from center field. And we saw that ball that was beat there by Stokes just being held up in left field as the air is changing here. And Appel now settling into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. It's low. Did he go? He did not go, says Carleone. And the pitch coming home, he'll foul it off into the dugout, and everybody went down as fast as they could. The Fightins players stuck their head as that one went hurling into the dugout. And there he'll chop it up right into the glove of Tostado at first. They call it a fair ball, and that's the end of the inning. Fightins don't cross any across the plate. They leave 2 on the bases, and the score remains 2-0 Richmond as we head into the top of the third.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to a ball game every Sunday home game at First Energy Stadium. Sundays are Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Classic Harley-Davidson. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $50 when purchased in advance. Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long here at First Energy Stadium. The Fightins feature special post-game concerts throughout the entire season with more live music than anywhere else in Berks County. Each post-game concert features $1 off St. Boniface Brewing and live music on the T-Mobile stage. That's post-game concerts thanks to St. Boniface Brewing. From the cleanup position, there's no one better in the field than J.P. Mascaro & Son. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin' Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Emily Messina on the air with you here at First Energy Stadium. The Fightins trail 2-0 here as we head in the top of the third inning. And I have a special guest with me here, Travis from the Helping Company. Thank you so much for joining me on the air, Travis.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. So you guys are what you'd call the storm experts, right? And as we saw last night and maybe tomorrow, quite a lot of storms here as we head into spring in Berks County. What is it that you guys do to help folks out?
So the biggest thing is giving us a call first so we can see if you have damage, see if it's even worth it to open a claim. I like to say it's a pre-inspection when we come out. And what we'll do is do a 15-point inspection on all soft metals. Then we'll get on the roof, do a full inspection on the roof, photograph everything, basically build a case or build a report. If there's damage, we'll help you through opening the claim, and then hopefully getting it approved for you through your insurance.
So you guys know the area really well. You're from this area, right?
Yeah, I'm a Mifflin graduate, so I grew up here. So it's nice that I don't have to leave the hometown.
And it's good to work with local companies that really know the area like yourself. As Mark Appel takes back onto the mound, he's going to face off the top of the order with Andy Suhilio here. So you guys kind of do it all. You're really like the go-to for any kind of storm, any kind of thing that you're trying to help people out with, right?
Yeah, essentially, I like to be the one-stop shop where we don't only focus on storm damage, but we do have a remodeling department, kitchens, bathrooms, windows, doors. Just a full general contractor.
Wow, as Suhilio sends one right down the middle back where it came from, and that'll be a single to lead off here in the top of the third. Jason Hayward heading to the plate. And while you guys do a little bit of everything, you do specialize in roofing, is that correct?
Yeah, that's our biggest trade is the roofing side of things, residential, commercial. I'd say 90% of our work is residential. Just helping out the average homeowner.
Okay, and so it's kind of like big or small, people can kind of call you with any kind of damage.
No, there's no job too small for us, and we are bilingual as well. So.
Oh, that's awesome for this area.
It is. It helps. It really does.
That's huge. And so how did you get the idea to start this company?
I grew up in the insurance industry doing fire and water restoration, and it kind of led me into the roofing side of things, and I realized there was a niche that there weren't many contractors or roofing contractors that specialize in insurance. So there was an opening, and it was just a dream of mine, and now I'm following it.
That's
so
awesome.
It's been great.
So you're able to find kind of a niche area where people might need assistance that wasn't covered.
Absolutely. Or a lot of times it's hard to say don't trust your insurance company, but there's too many times that there's damage that has been denied.
More
and
brushed
then we get
aside,
there,
yeah. So that sounds like you kind of can be almost a mediator.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's what we like to say is we take the stress, you pick the color.
That's awesome.
We meet with the adjuster for you and help you through the whole process, start to finish. Okay.
So how can people get in contact with you then?
Best way to contact us is give us a call, 610-234-2210, or our website is www.thcexteriors.com, and you can sign up on there and we will respond to you next day.
That's awesome. So it sounds like pretty easy to contact you. Jacob Hayward now at the plate. He fouls one off. The count moves to 3-1, and Suhilio able to take second on a stolen base. So you guys, do you just do exterior?
No. So kitchens, bathrooms, flooring, windows, the whole nine. I have a remodeling department that we had just launched within the last year, and when we do a roof, it's a one-day project, so we're in and out.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, that's
incredible.
Cool. It is. It's amazing what these guys can do these days.
That's awesome. So How are you enjoying your time out here at First Energy Stadium?
I couldn't ask for better weather.
Oh my
that's
gosh,
for
you
sure.
got
It's
the
beautiful.
best, and you got some free baseball
Yeah,
here.
I can't beat it, and the best view too.
Yeah, this is the best seat in the house up here. David VR now at the plate. The ball comes in the dirt. There is an open base here for Appel, and nobody up in the pen, so it looks like they're going to let him work through this, as there's nobody out and 2 runners on for the Flying Squirrels. They're up 2-0. So how did you come up with the name of the helping company?
It pretty much says itself. I personally am a helper.
Okay.
You know, I enjoy helping people because I see so many people get denied. I'm an insurance adjuster as well, and I decided to stay on this side of things because I see too many times where adjusters aren't doing the right thing and they overlook damage. And I'm just here to make sure that homeowners aren't taken advantage of and they get what they deserve.
So you've seen it from both sides now. So you're trying to be on the side where you can help people and you can see it from the adjuster's point of view.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, it's what biggest thing is honesty and integrity for us. Is, you know, if there's not damage, we won't make it, and we'll let you know that you don't have any. You know, it's one of those things where it's not a guarantee. The neighbor could have had hail damage, and these storms are weird. You know,
Right, and you want to
not.
get your roofs checked out just in case
Absolutely.
and make sure.
I always say, you know, if you haven't had your roof checked within the last 5 years, it's always good to have a professional look at it and make sure you don't have any issues. And then we even give you a report and update you on where you stand, how long you have left on your roof.
And VR drops one into center field. There's a lot going on. Oh my gosh, Fightin's fans. VR drops one into center field. So Helio comes around and scores. Then they get VR picked off of first base. They go 3-4-3. They tag him out, but the coming home is Hayward. The throw home, Matera not able to get the ball in his glove, and another run will score. So it does result in 1 out. But unfortunately 2 runs score, so it's 4-0, and we're at the heart of the order for the Flying Squirrels. It's 4-0 as Tostado heads up to the plate. An eventful inning for you to be up here.
Oh, I see. This is great.
So I know you were just talking about hail, and I know we had the anniversary of that big hailstorm around here lately. Did you guys have to deal with any of that damage back in the day?
That's where it's kind of where this all started for us. That was, you know, the beginning of the hail for us. And I've been here 30 years now, and I don't recall hail that size or that devastating ever occurring. And weather just seems to be getting worse every year. So it seemed to be a good decision to go in the business where it keeps happening. So
right, and we definitely saw a lot of snow this winter too. You guys deal in the winter as well.
Yeah, and that was, and that doesn't help roofs either. Yeah, old roofs, it's just going to cause more problems. So getting that snow off the roof right away is really important, and that was a big part of what we were doing during those storms.
That's incredible. So another single from Tostado. He'll stand on first as we have a pitching discussion here on the mound. Brad Bergeson coming out to chat with with Mark Appel. Now we do see some action in the Fightin's bullpen. Can't tell who it is from this far away, but just Bergeson there, so he's just coming to chat right now with Appel. There's 1 away here in the top of the third, but the score is 4-0, and Richmond does have a runner on. So do you guys just service Berks County, or do you go out a little bit further?
No, we do. Lancaster County, we're, I'd say, about a 50 to 60 mile radius of Berks. We even have some customers where we'll do beach homes.
Okay, wow, yeah.
So we'll venture out, you know,
if it's someone you've worked with before.
Yeah, if it's someone we'd worked with before, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, a previous customer, they're happy with our work. It's hard to find a quality contractor, unfortunately. It's just not as easy as it used to be. It's a dying trade.
Right, especially that someone that works on your end of it, where you're not just trying to, you know, like grab at people. It seems like you're really trying to help fix the problem.
Yeah, and it really is. It's a problem that most people don't know that their insurance covers, and that's why it's good to have a specialist out before you call your insurance company and they can deny you and you really do have damage. So it could be a problem. And then that just makes the process harder, but it doesn't mean that we can't help them even if they had the insurance out first.
Okay, so you come in at any point in the process.
Any point in the process. We prefer to start in the beginning. It's kind of building a trust. It's just an understanding, a mutual understanding that we're here to help you, we're on your side, and we just want to make sure that we get this done right and you have a roof that's going to last 50 years after we're done.
And do you work with all sorts of insurance companies?
It does not matter. Any insurance company. Over the last 15 years that I've been in the industry, I've worked with, I'd say 95% of them, unless they're newer. But it doesn't matter. Their processes or policies are all about the same. So it's just the same process, just a different name.
There you go. I know a lot of people have different companies as Fernandez goes down swinging and Appel able to get the second out he was looking for here in the top of the fourth. Heading up to bat now, Shane Matheny. We do have an update coming in from the bullpen. It's going to be Jonathan Hennigan who's warming up down there. I also see Jacob Hernandez standing up, just watching though for now as Hennigan gets some warm-up pitches, and looks like they're going to try to let Appel get this third out here. He's up to 55 pitches, and usually we've seen these guys 55 to 60 pitches per game. So do you watch a lot of baseball, Travis? You able to get out?
This year's going to be more.
More.
COVID has been rough.
Yeah, it was tough.
And baseball on TV just isn't the same as being
watching
here.
it up here.
It isn't.
Well, I know you guys are sponsoring some of other of our fireworks night throughout the season, so hopefully you'll be able to come back up here with me, chat some helping company needs, and also we can talk some baseball here. Are you going to be able to stick around for the fireworks post game? Oh, you gotta.
Yeah.
I've heard they're going to go
great.
Incredible tonight.
I've heard,
Yeah.
and it's fantastic opening night for fireworks, so that's awesome.
And we're kind of out here with this park, but if a firework landed on the roof, would you be able to help?
Yeah, we'll figure it out for you.
We would
Let's
call
get the
the
people
helping
out
company.
First, yeah.
And Appel now pitches one inside, but he'll get the strike call, and the count moving to 2-1 on Matheny. And you guys have a table out at the plaza now, right now?
Yes, we do have a
correct?
table out at the plaza, and we're offering a $50 Renner's gift card raffle and a free copper chimney flashing. So we're gonna pull two names and pick those here the 7th, around the 7th inning.
So I know we do have some fans that listen here at the ballpark, so if you haven't visited the Helping Company table in the plaza, make sure you do so. You can enter their drawing to win a $50 Redner's gift card. And you guys are also a big sponsor of our naming rights Hall of Famers area, which is up on the third base side. And I really like that area because it doubles as the batting tunnel for the opposing team and a place to sit and eat. So you really feel like surrounded by all of this historic baseball in our park.
It's very cool. That was the biggest thing for me. I love that area. And there's a lot of us there.
That's awesome.
They fit us in on a lot of those signs there. But no, it's just great to be part of the community and be able to be out. And this is the first time, and I could say I've been out in an event like this, so it's good. And hopefully we're getting back to normalcy here.
Yeah, it's good to be back at the ballpark. And Appel walks Matheny, so they'll have two runners on now as Tosado shifts to second, and Appel will go after Ryan Howard here for the final out to get us out of the top of the third inning. Richmond leads 4-0 over the Fightin Phils. And he'll send a first pitch strike home to Howard. Appel topping 60 pitches right now. And Sean Williams is at the top of the dugout over on the first base side as Appel gets Howard to pop one foul. It'll bounce all the way down the seats and up to the front. And he gets ahead in the count 0-2. The wind has almost completely died down here at the ballpark. And it's been varying
Beautiful.
all day. It's like a perfect day at the ballpark.
I couldn't have asked for a better night.
Just a nice breeze to get us through, not too
Yep.
hot.
Yeah, yesterday was brutal.
Yesterday was tough. And tomorrow we'll see what happens. We don't have any updates on that yet. But the weather's supposed to be a little bit iffy, so we'll keep you updated as we know. And a swing and a miss there by Ryan Howard. Appel will get the job done in the top of the third, but not before 2 runs score on 3 hits from the Flying Squirrels. The score is now 4-0 as we head into the bottom half of the third. And I want to say a special thanks to Travis from the Healthing Company for joining me here on the radio. Don't forget that they help you with any kind of storm damage, especially roofs. Travis is local from the Berks County area and specializes in Berks County and Eastern Pennsylvania. Thanks for coming on today, Travis.
Thanks for having me. It was
Appreciate
great.
it. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
From the better in the field, Mascara, trust our Blue Elephant to provide dependable quality hauling, disposal, and recycling service for your home or business. Make our team your team, whether in a pinch or for the long haul. Like the Reading Fightin Phils, we're the best in our field. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 7 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61's Fiesta Fridays, presented by Alex Batanzas of eXp Realty, Humane Pennsylvania, Supportive Concepts for Families, Children's Home of Reading, and Mao Beer. Fiesta Fridays features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural events throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
All right, Fightin's fans, bottom of the third inning we go here at First Energy Stadium. And we are hoping for some offense here. We're back to the top of the Fightin's lineup for Archimedes Gamboa. And coming out once again is Toplicar here for the third. And I'll take a called strike. He'll loft one high in the sky, going back. Matheny, Suhilio in center coming in, and he'll make the catch.
The second baseman, number 12, Daniel Brito.
Daniel Brito now stepping into the box. It's been a couple of strikeouts here for the Fightins are stopping them against Toplicar. But same with the first game. They've had a runner on in some form in every half inning that they have played in and have just been unable to get guys across. And leaving runners on, whether they're in scoring position or not, is never a good thing. Brito, who was at short in game one, shifted over to second base here in game two. And Toplicar almost standing on an angle towards the third base dugout before he shifts his body entirely sideways, and then he'll throw it home. And now he'll kick and fire. It's outside. Big pop-up there by Torres. He'll foul it back into the netting behind home plate.
Safety nets are provided thanks to Access Industries and Safety Ed.
And he'll call time as he's trying to dig into the dirt in the lefty batter's box. And he'll send one deep to left field. Is it going to drop in fair territory? It is. It's bouncing into the left field wall. Coming around second. He's being held up by Sean Williams at second. And a double for Brito, his second of the day, after he hit another stand-up one back in the back in the first game. And so Fightin' Phils will have a runner on here with just one away for Jorge Bonifacio. A huge piece of hitting. First, Brito drives it to center. Now he drives it to left field all the way into the corner. And it looks like that'll be a balk. A balk call as both umpires, as both Alfonso and Carleon are pointing to third base. And huge there for the Fightin' Phils as Toplicar balks, the first balk that we've seen this season. And now Brito is on third here with one away. Tony Diggs coming out to have some chats with Alfonso behind the plate, but seems like all the umpires were on the same page there with the balk call. And that's huge for the Fightins as they have a runner on third now. He'll send it home. He'll pop it up into foul territory. Bonifacio stepping back into the batter's box. The Fightins are threatening here. Runner on third with just one away. They're down by 4 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the offering. It's right down the middle for a strike. And they're playing hands clap here at the ballpark. And the guys in the dugout are clapping as well as the guys in the bullpen. So everyone is invested here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bonifacio. Brito on third looking to score. And Bonifacio sends one deep to left. Going back is Hayward, and it's gone. Another home run on the day for Bonifacio as he rounds second, and he comes home. High-fiving manager Sean Williams. A 2-run home run there for Bonifacio puts the Fightins right back in this game. It's 4-2 now. And he almost smacked the video board there. He sent that so far. All smiles now for the Fightins as they're right back into this game. Huge home run there to capitalize with a runner in scoring position. And momentum is shifting here at the ballpark, folks. Matera up at the plate now. And he'll take a pitch outside. Toplicar, 57 pitches thus far. And he'll drive one into center field. It's going to drop in front of Suhelio. And Fightin's here with one away. Huge news. Runner on first again. Everybody's getting a hit here. And now there'll be a visit from Steve Klein, the pitching coach, to talk to the rookie Toplicar. He'd only made it as far as Advanced A for just half of the season in 2019, and he didn't have much time there. Just a young guy. Spent most of his time coming out of the pen.
The third baseman, number 13.
So this is an interesting debut for him out of the gate. He's filling in for Beck, who was having some arm trouble, and his start got scratched today. And now coming home, a chopper from Tatum. It's right to the pitcher. They're going for two. Toplicar on to second, and they're unable to make the play at first. So it'll be a fielder's choice as Toplicar goes back to second base, and they get the lead runner, Matera, but Tatum safely on first. And Madison Stokes heading up to the batter's box. Stokes has been under the radar here, but very consistent for the Fightin Phils. He had that triple back in game one. And I mean, he really knocked that right into the corner. The righty settling in the batter's box. They are rocking. Toplicar will send it back where it came from. It's trickling into center field. And stopping at second is Tatum. But the Fightins are on a roll here with 2 outs now. And now Dalton Guthrie heading up to the plate. Nobody up in the bullpen for Richmond. Four to 2 now here in the bottom of the third inning. Fightins have 2 runners on. And Dalton Guthrie is up at the plate. Pitch comes in for a strike on the outside part. He's got 4 RBIs to his name. And the corner infielders playing in while the middle infielders on that outfield grass edge. Toplicar coming home. It's in the dirt. It bounces away from Torres, but he's able to keep it in front of him. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning, the Fightins are down just 2 runs now, thanks to a 2-run shot from Bonifacio. They've got 2 on, and here's the 1-1 coming in from Trenton Toplicar. Sending it high in the sky is Guthrie. Coming in is just about everybody, but it's going to be Suhelio who makes the catch in shallow center. The Fightins have 4 hits. They score 2 runs in the bottom of the third inning, and they leave 2 base runners on. At the end of 3, the score is 4-2. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs. And the peace of mind of having convenient healthcare on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Back for the top of the fourth here at First Energy Stadium. And we do have a pitching change. It's a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Mark Appel is done for the day. He went 3 strong, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts for 66 pitches. So he's getting more under his belt each time he comes out. And Jonathan Hennigan now coming out for the Fightin' Phils. Hennigan, one of the guys that only comes out in relief. He'll take the 4th. Don't forget that this is a 7-inning game. So we're nearing the midway point. And the Fightins just trail 2 runs now after that bomb by Bonifacio scored 2. And looks like they're getting more balls to the umpire before we start things off. Leading it off is going to be the catcher, Brian Torres. And then we'll be down to the pitcher, and we'll see if Toplicar comes in or they're going to pinch hit for him. And that, I guess, will tell us if he's going to come back in for the bottom of the 4th or not. I do see him in the on-deck circle, but that never says anything, as signs of bunt are shown by Torres, who'll pull back, but it's a strike anyways. Now Hennigan, I can tell you, and I feel like this makes me feel good about him, is that he is a dog fan, as Torres fouls one back into the netting. We have the groundskeeper dog Penny. If you've been to a game before, you know that our groundskeeper Dirt has a dog Penny, who is the team dog, and she is all over the field all the time. And Hennigan is one of her favorites. He's always down playing with her, throwing her the ball. She's a special ball. She's not allowed to chew baseballs. And she has a special ball, and I know you can always tell a lot about someone's character if they like dog, and Penny is one of the friendliest out there. And he'll get the called strike to Brian Torres, strike 3, and he'll be punched out and head back into the batter's box. So it does look like they're going to send out Toplicar right now, and so that I imagine will mean he would come back in the bottom of the 4th. Toplicar has yet to see a hit in his career, and Hennigan will deliver a strike at the knees. Toplicar sending one. Is it fair? Is it foul? It's called fair as it drops in, and the pitcher records his first hit just in front of Bonifacio. It bounces just to the left of the foul line in right field, and he got it on the hop, which was good. It didn't roll away, but there will be a runner on first here with just 1 out for Andy Sahilio. And the pitch coming outside, Matera shows agility there as he's able to pop over and make the grab. Runner on first here with 1 away. He'll chop it up. We'll see if they get the double play. They're on to second, and they're going back to first, but they don't even make the throw there. And I think that was the right call because, A, nobody was really at first to cover it, and B, when they all got there, it was at the exact same time, and the throw would have most likely gone amiss. But they go with the fielder's choice, and they get the lead runner. And now they'll be 2 away. For Jacob Hayward. Hennigan getting the outs fairly quickly here. He'll send a strike down to Hayward. Everyone's playing deep right now, including the outfielders. And Hennigan instead going over to first. I can see them doing some final setups of the fireworks over out in left field. See a couple guys out there setting some stuff up. I've heard they're very excited to explode some things. Don't worry, there's a ton of fireworks nights left at First Energy Stadium if you aren't here tonight. Our first Mega Blast date coming in June. But plenty of fireworks Friday and Saturday nights, including this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And as Monday's Memorial Day, you have a free pass Sunday night to do whatever you want. Runner on first here with 2 outs. 4-2 the score here. The Fightins trail the Flying Squirrels in game 2 of this doubleheader. Hennigan coming home, and a swing and a miss there as he moves the count to 0-2. He just got one to slide right down through the zone. Hennigan coming in pure form right now, showing the stuff he had back when he pitched in the ABL. He gave up no runs in 8 2/3 innings of relief over in Australia. He's looking over at first. He'll go for the pickoff attempt. The lefty able to see Sahilio perfectly over there at first base. And now he'll come home with it. The 0-2, it's gonna hit Hayward in the shin as he's bouncing up and down. And although Sahilio was going, it's not gonna matter because he's gonna take second anyways, as Hayward seems to be okay and just taking off his shin guards and his wrist pads and all that kind of stuff. And he'll head down to first. And it looks like perhaps their trainer is playing the role of bat boy on the other side.
The third baseman, number 15.
That's been the most interesting part, I think, of this whole shift because of COVID. And David VR now stepping into the batter's box. So there's 2 away here and 2 runners on for the Flying Squirrels. But the Fightins have showed some perseverance in these 2 games as Hennigan pitches one outside. Grounds crew arriving at the cattle herder for their infield drag over the half-inning break. And it'll come in the dirt, a good block there by Matera, not to let it get by him, and they're going to get some more balls. And we'll resume play. 2 runners on, 2 outs here, and 2 balls, 0 strikes. And he'll drive it into center field, taking a couple steps back. Is Guthrie, and he'll make the grab. No damage is done as Richmond leaves 2 on the base paths. And we're going to take a short break as we head into the Fightins half of the offense. Richmond leads 4-2.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on all the great work that ROG Orthodontics provides. ROG Orthodontics and the Reading Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
In the bottom half of the fourth, we are entering to bat now. It'll be interesting to see where in the bottom half of the Fightin's order. It's going to be Hunter Hearn leading us off, and then slated to bat is Hennigan. Now we'll see if he comes up or if somebody is going to come and pinch hit and come out of the bullpen in the next half. But we do see Hennigan up and swinging in the on-deck circle. And Hunter Hearn stepping into the batter's box. We're set to go in the bottom of the fourth. Trent Toplicar still on the mound as Hearn fouls one immediately back. Toplicar now at 64 pitches for Richmond. And we'll check in some scores elsewhere with our affiliates in just a moment. And swing and a miss there from Hearn. Hudson Valley leaves Jersey Shore 8-7, a big bat game for those two teams. They're in the bottom of the eighth inning, and that's an away game for Jersey Shore. Both teams racking up 18 hits total as Hearn goes down looking. And it does look like it will be Jonathan Hernandez is who's set to bat here for the Fightin' Phils now. We'll see if he goes for the bunt. They were working with Sean Williams earlier this week about bunting, and the very serious lessons going on behind the plate. And Hennigan taking a first pitch strike now. One will come outside of the zone. Lehigh Valley trailing the Worcester Woo Sox 5-2 in the top of the eighth. And Hennigan taking another called strike. One away here for the Fightins in the bottom of the fourth inning. And he'll chop one up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Hennigan as it trickles into center field. So the pitcher comes in and gets the hit here in the bottom of the fourth inning. A beautiful piece of hitting there. And now we're back to the top of the order with Gamboa. He didn't even need the bunt there. Gamboa 0 for 2 in this game. 1 for 6 in today's contest. He'll take a first pitch outside. And he'll take a called strike at the knees. Hennigan over at first with one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And here's the offering by Toplicar. It's low for a ball. Now there is some action in the Richmond Flying Squirrels bullpen over there. We see number 51, Jose Marte, warming up now. Toplicar, we'll see if they try to get him through this. Popping it up, Gamboa, I think it's gonna go outside, and it does end up in the 67 club. Lots of great group areas here at the ballpark. And of course the Phillies game was this afternoon. They took that game over the Marlins 3-2. Those two teams are well in contention in the Northeast League. That's where we play, in the NL East. Gamboa taking a ball and working the count 3-2. Now I believe Hennigan's hit is the first recorded hit by a pitcher so far in this 3-game series against the Flying Squirrels, as sending one up the middle is Gamboa. They're on for 2, 6-4-3, but it's not in time. So that is like the 4th time we've seen a team try to turn a double play and not be able to make it happen, as they get the 6-4 clean, but Gamboa reaches first. And although the first baseman didn't hold on to the ball, I don't think it would have been in time anyways. So Daniel Brito is up at the plate, and it looks like there is going to be a pitching change now as they send out Diggs to talk to Toplicar, and Marte warming up. We'll see if we get a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, and if they take the ball away from Toplicar, who's now gone 3 2/3 with about 70 pitches. And it looks like they will, so we're going to take a short break, and we'll get back into it in just a moment.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at First Energy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with large see-through netting. Starting at $31, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com or call us at 610-370-FALL to reserve your group outing.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $18. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. Selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
The R-Phils and Savage 61 are excited to bring you Fightins baseball live from the comfort of your own home. If you are listening to this now, you're probably watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Thanks for tuning in, and feel free to check us out on rphils.com/pressbox for all the elite baseball information on the Fightin' Phils.
Now pitching out of the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen, Flying Squirrels pitcher number 51.
Heading in, well, we're still stuck in the bottom of the 4th inning, which is a good thing here for the Fightins. They've knocked out the starter Toplicar, and into the game now is Jose Marte. This is his first appearance for the Flying Squirrels. He just joined the team at the start of this series back on the 25th, and he'll send a swinging strike down to Brito. He joined the team along with Caleb Killian when a couple of guys, one moved up and one was placed on the developmental list. And Jose Marte, 24 years old, out of the Dominican Republic. One of those guys that signed real young and has grown up with the Giants organization. Marte pitching 6 1/3 innings so far with a scoreless ERA, but one will get in the gap. A diving Howard, not able to come up with it. Hennigan all the way to third. He's going to be held up by Williams, but the speed there on Hennigan, very impressive. Oh, excuse me, that was Gamboa, as Hennigan was recorded out, which, no offense to Hennigan, makes a little bit more sense. Gamboa's got the legs on him, and the pitcher was retired on a fielder's choice, not to knock his piece of hitting earlier. And Daniel Brito on first. So runners on the corners here with 2 away. And now Bonifacio, the power hitter for the Fightins. He's done most of the damage in both of these games. He's had a 2-run day. 2-home run day as he sent one across the center field wall earlier in this game, and he sent a solo shot back in the first. He also recorded a double and a walk. Runners on the corners here, 2 outs, bottom 4. And Marte sends one home for a called strike. As I was saying before, he's got a 0 ERA in 5 appearances, 14 strikeouts when he was with their Advanced A Eugene. And that's a pretty far travel. No wonder the Flying Squirrels don't have too many roster moves. They have to send people across the country if they want to promote them to Double-A. They'll get a swinging strike from Bonifacio, and the count moves to 1-2. The Giants haven't had many consistent relievers, and the Flying Squirrels are struggling with that as well, minus their end of the game guys. Those closers have been pretty impressive. But the Giants themselves looking for some good relievers as Marte gets the job done, getting Bonifacio to go down swinging. The Fightins will leave 2 on the base pass, but an eventful inning as they get 2 hits and they fail to score. We're heading into the top of the 5th, and the score is 4-2 Richmond.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils.
That was the most eventful veggie race I've seen on First Energy Stadium. Cauliflower off to an incredible lead, but Carrot able to get him in the final few strides and showboating a little bit as he crossed the line. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you better get out to a baseball game because it is pretty dang exciting to watch the veggie race. And later on, hopefully we'll see the small foods race. Although this is a 7-inning game, not sure what the promotions are as we head into the top of the 5th. Hennigan retakes the mound for the Fightin Phils. He had an impressive 4th where he was able to come out and get the job done after allowing a few runners on the base path. So we'll see him again for the 5th here. And he did single in the bottom half of the 4th, so he's the first pitcher to record a hit for the Fightins in this 2021 season. And leading things off, Tostado for the Flying Squirrels. Fightins have a shift on him. And a big swinging strike from Tostado. The count is 0-2. Hennigan getting ahead early. The reliever just up to 15 pitches here in his second outing of relief. A beautiful frame there by Matera. But Blue did not call it behind the plate, much to the dismay of fans here. And Hennigan coming home as Tostado chases it. They say he gets a piece of it there as the ball trickles behind the plate. But he chased one way out of the zone. And the count 1-2 now. And now he'll take a ball. It evens at 2-2. He'll chop one up. It's going to go right to Stokes at first. There's a race to the base path, and Stokes able to get there before Tostado. It was a foot race over to first, and he'll get the call as there's one out now, unassisted there by Madison Stokes. Now it's Fernandez's turn to bat. Send it home, a chopper, and it goes foul. Looks like he bounced it off his foot there. That's happened quite a few times today. And he'll take a strike called by Alfonso behind the plate. Big shift, probably the biggest I've seen so far, as Gamboa way over to the right of second base. And doesn't matter either way because Hennigan gets Fernandez to go down swinging for 2 quick outs here in the 5th, and the Fightins are looking to get back up at the plate. And now Shane Matheny heading up. Everyone's back to straight up positions for Matheny. Hennigan sends one home, but it's inside for a ball. Tomorrow's game, Friday night, 7:05 start time. We'll be on the air shortly before that. And of course, post-game fireworks on a Friday night. Hennigan gets the strike call. He hits 92 on the radar gun right now. And Hennigan just on fire in today's outing. He gets another call in the exact same spot. And Matera with beautiful framing there behind the plate. There's 2 away now in the top of the 5th inning. Fightins trail just by 2 runs here. And Hennigan, the offering, he gets the strike 3 call from Alfonso. And that is his 3rd strikeout of the game, his 2nd punch out. And the Richmond Flying Squirrels go 1-2-3 at the hands of Jonathan Hennigan. We're going to take a short break as we head into the bottom half for the Fightin' Phil's offense. They trail 4-2.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2021 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are safe, healthy, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community anywhere to be an animal by visiting humanepa.org.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Jose Marte still on the mound for Richmond. He just needed 7 pitches back in the 4th, and now it's the bottom of the 5th inning. Matera, Tatum, and Stokes are going to be your guys up to bat. And Matera, big swing and a miss there. We do see some action now in the Fightin's bullpen. It's Austin Ross warming up as Matera takes a pitch on the inside. The count now 1-1. Here's the offering and a big swing and a miss. Matera goes fishing, comes up with nothing there. And the count moving to 1-2. Matera chopping one up. It's a slow roller to shortstop. Matheny able to make the play and send it to first for out number 1. That'll bring up McCarthy Tatum now. He's been on base twice, once by a beautiful bunt and once by a fielder's choice. And now the corner infielders coming in just a little bit. The first pitch to Tatum will be a called strike. And I'll get him to foul it back behind the plate. Now Marte was ranked the 30th prospect, number 30 in the Giants system, according to Baseball America. And this is really his first season coming out of the pen. He spent 2019 exclusively as a starter in their advanced A, and now he's coming out of the pen. So we see a lot of guys changing their tune as Tatum is sent back to the dugout. He'll go down striking out. Now Madison Stokes heading up to the plate. And the first pitch coming in, a strike to Stokes. 2 outs here now, bottom of the 5th. The Fightin still trail by 2 runs. And he'll be brought to his knee, fouling one off, and it looks like maybe he fouled it off his own foot. We've seen that a couple times today. Lots of fans still out at the ballpark waiting for some post-game fireworks. And it'll be a quick inning as the Fightins go down 1-2-3. Stokes punched out by Alfonso behind the plate. We're going to take a short break as we head into the top of the 6th. 4-2 to score Richmond.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer throughout the 2021 season. Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Founded in 1890 in Spain, Mao Beer has always been there to satisfy the most demanding taste buds. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2021 season and at your local retailer. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin Phils and all 2021 Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and the quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly, professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership at Pottsville Pike today. Fastball, curveball, slider, it's the pitcher's grips that make the difference. And when it comes to cornering, braking, and traction, CJ's Tires and Automotives can improve your car's grip with a new set of Hankook tires. Hankook tires are known for great handling and reliability mile after mile. Together, Hankook Tires and CJ's are your winning team. So whatever your vehicle needs, an oil change, state inspection, brakes, alignments, or Hankook tires, trust CJ's Tires and Automotives in Fairless Hills. CJ Tires and Automotives. They really are better, faster, and more affordable.
We just heard a fun fact at the ballpark. What percentage of the Fightins fans do you think can tie a necktie by themselves? And it is 43% of them, which is surprisingly and almost sadly low. Maybe we'll do a class on that for the guys. And coming into the game now, out of the game is a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. Hennigan's day is done. A scoreless outing for the reliever comes in, gets the 4th and 5th out of the way, and now the day belongs to Austin Ross. And he'll take care of Ryan Howard, Brian Torres, and I'm not sure who's going to be able to bat for the pitcher. And we do have a defensive substitution as Luke Miller comes in at first. So we saw that double switch in the last game, and we see it again today. And this way, Sean Williams gets away with not having the pitcher bat in the bottom of the next inning because he was supposed to bat third. So Miller will substitute down there, and he'll take over at first as well. So the first pitch by Ross induces a foul ball. And the line on Hennigan now coming in. 2 innings pitched, just 1 hit clear across the board and 3 strikeouts. So couldn't really ask more there from your reliever as Hennigan totaled 27 pitches. And Austin Ross gets a swinging strikeout out of Ryan Howard. And the end of the day is done for Howard, and he looks very angry at himself as you can see him speaking to himself. He kicks his bat and not very happy there as he's sent back into the dugout. And Brian Torres heading up to the plate. And he'll get Torres to foul one into the right field grandstand. Relievers working quickly here for the Fightins. Ross is known as a big innings eater. He pitched 153 innings when he went to Radford University. A beautiful backhand by Miller, and then the throw goes out of control, but a great backup by Matera. So he fielded that a little bit left of first base backhand. He went for the underhand third, and it went way over the head of Ross, who was covering. So they're going to give an E3 there to Luke Miller on the throw. Great fielding play and tough throw, but it didn't go very far as he remains on first because of the backup of Matera. So now we are going to get a pinch hitter as Sandro Fabian will come in that pitcher's spot. Fabian we saw back in the first game. And the pitcher will come in high. A nice pop up there by Matera. And they'll go check on the runner over at first. There's 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. The Fightins trail by 2. Perfect time for that double play we've been waiting for almost the whole game, it feels like. But he'll send a strike down to Fabian, and the count evens 1-1. Now Fabian has an interesting career trajectory as well. He joined when he was young, and then he had a great season, but he kind of trailed off, and they were worried about him as a prospect, but it turned out he had a thyroid issue. So he went and got surgery in the winter of 2019. And that had made a huge difference in him, because sometimes that can lead to being lethargic and having trouble keeping up. And so that was a huge difference for Fabian once he got that under control as he fouls one back. And now he's kind of able to get better feel, get better understanding of the game. And he's shown a lot of growth after that surgery in 2019. And they've seen him, what they've seen so far of him this season, they really like. As going now. Going was Torres over to second, but Matera absolutely nails the throw to Brito, and they get him good over at second. So they quickly erase the runner on the base path, and it's 2 away now. Beautiful caught stealing there from Nick Matera. He threw to the right side of the plate, which is exactly where you want to throw, where the runner is coming in. And they got him good. And now Fabian chops one up, and it goes foul. Fabian, part of a club that I don't know if you'd want to be a part of, but it's the I was hit in the face with a baseball while batting club. And we've seen a couple guys enter in that this year. I don't know why it seems like there has been more than normal. We saw Bryce Harper and, of course, Kevin Pillar, who got plunked in the face. And tough to be a part of. Glad everyone who has had that happen to them is okay right now, as Ross gets Fabian swinging. And it becomes a 1-2-3 inning with a pair of strikeouts. And the Richmond Flying Squirrels will have to go and sit down now. It's time for the Fightin' Phils to bat. They're down by 2, heading into bat at the bottom of the 6th.
Better pitching, faster base runners, and more runs batted in usually beats the competition. At CJ's Tire and Automotive, better selection, faster service, and more affordable options always beats the competition. When it comes to tires, CJ's MVP choice is a new set of Falken tires. Falken tires are known for handling, reliability, and value. And for more than 50 years, CJ's has been helping customers find the right tires at the right price. Together, Falken Tires and CJ's are a winning team. Stop in any time at your local CJ's or shop online at cjtires.com. CJ Tires and Automotive. Better, faster, and more reliable.
We've been privileged at ROG Orthodontics to be part of the local community for over 60 years, creating generations of fantastic smiles.
We're honored to be voted the #1 orthodontist year after year, and proud to be the top Invisalign provider in the region.
We passionately believe we're changing lives every day right here in the community where we live.
We offer interest-free, flexible payment plans
and provide monthly scholarship programs for free braces.
Be sure to check out our magnet contest to win free braces.
We love seeing our patients' successes, knowing we had a part in changing lives.
One fantastic smile at a time.
Savage 61 is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Our Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play as Los Luchadores de Reading Latino Tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage 61 Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Well, we've got yet another call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. They're getting a lot of action down there over on the bullpen. Coming into the game now is Mac Marshall. He's replacing Jose Marte. And lots going on the mound today. Lots of pitchers. And we'll see how that affects the rest of the series later. The final line on Marte, it's 1 1/3. He gets just 1 hit and no runs. No walks, though, and strikes out 3. And Marte just threw 17 pitches. And Mac, spelling it M-A-C, no keg on the end. Another one of those international free agents out of Georgia. He was drafted in the 4th round, 25 years old. Stands 6'1" on the mound, 187 pounds. And leading things off for the Fightin' is going to be Guthrie Hearn, and then of course Luke Miller after they pulled off that double switch.
Now batting for New York Phillies is center fielder number 4, Dalton Guthrie.
And Guthrie heading up to the plate. 0 for 2 today. 2 balls high in the sky. And I asked Guthrie why did he choose this Red Hot Chili Peppers song for his walk-up song, and he said, I don't know, I just really like the beat. So I think that's a valid reasoning there. Gotta have a good beat to walk out of the dugout and up to the plate. And he'll take a first pitch strike. Pitch coming in outside. Fightin's trail by 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Don't forget, this is a 7-inning contest here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. The Fightins fell the first game 4-3. And after the game, there will, of course, be post-game fireworks. Guthrie chops one just foul and to the left of Sean Williams over in the third base box. So now the count 1-2 to Dalton Guthrie, and he'll foul one off again. We'd like to thank the official team physicians of the Red and Fightin' Phils, our good friends at Commonwealth Orthopedics Associates, and Doctors John Martin and Paul Marr for taking great care of the team. For the same great care that Fightins receive, visit Commonwealth Orthopedic Associates website today at coaortho.com. And with 3 players on the injured list as of now, it's always good to have some local doctors that can help us out in times of need. We saw Joel Cesar hitting the 7-day injured list with a elbow strain. And of course, Matt Kroon and Rodolfo Duran on there as well. And Guthrie sends one roped into left field. I don't think I've heard the pop of the bat like that so far this season. I mean, he got all of it, and it dropped right in front of Hayward over in left field. And the Fightins will start off the bottom of the 6th inning the right way. A single from Dalton Guthrie to bring up Hunter Hearn. And I met Hunter for the first time on Tuesday because he started with the team on the road. And very, very friendly, and I can tell you a great public speaker as well. At first he was hesitant to participate in the videos that we needed to record, but after he got the first one down, he was on a roll as he fouls one up the right field line, and he was the one that read out that fun fact on the video board about how to tie a tie. Out of Crosby, Texas is Hunter Hearn, but he was really good behind the camera, or in front of the camera, I guess I should say. And we'll get a time called. Runner on first here with nobody out. Guthrie looking to get in scoring position here. I bet he'll take off sometime soon. And he'll take just a hop there as the pitch comes in the dirt to Hearn. Hearn had said he was surprised to get the call up to the Fightin' Phils because it was so early on in the season. But as soon as he stepped into First Energy Stadium, he loved the ambience of the field, all of the history, and said it's one of the coolest that he's ever played in. And when he arrived to the Fightins on the 13th, he pitched in the game that very same night, or played in the game, sorry. He's a left fielder there. And I always find that really impressive when guys come down and they play that very same day. As he'll take one high for a ball to count 2-2. Now he's got an on-base streak with the team, so he's reached, whether it be by a walk, a hit by pitch, whether it be by a hit, and so he's 7 games strong on the on-base streak. He'll take one outside, and it's a full count now. Runner on first here, and nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is the perfect time to take advantage of, as the Fightins fans go nuts, if you can hear them through the crowd mic. And we'll see if Marshall's going to come home. Instead, he's going to go over to first for the pickoff attempt. But really, Guthrie was just a step off. And Hunter Hearn now settling in that righty batter's box. Here's the offering by Marshall. He'll foul it off again. And this has turned into a 6th pitch at bat here from Hunter Hearn. A full count. They've already gotten 11 pitches out of Marshall, and there's not one out yet. It only took Ross 11 pitches to get out of the top half of this inning. This is a big moment here for the rookie, Hunter Hearn. Just spending about 2 weeks in Double-A so far. His first series in Reading, his first game for the in a Fightin Phil's uniform under the home crowd. And instead, they got Marshall to back away. He calls time and steps out of the batter's box. And they got him to take a minute. That's a good sign. They're rattling him a little bit. No action in the bullpen on either side. The payoff pitch. Did he go? No, he didn't. He's going to walk down to first. And after all that, Hunter Hearn comes out on top. And he's extended his on-base streak to 8 games now. We are going to see a visit to the pitching coach as Klein comes out to talk to Marshall. And it's safe to say that he's been rattled a little bit, folks. And coming up to bat is going to be Luke Miller, one of the most dangerous hitters that the Fightins have to offer. Miller, 5 home runs, a team leading. And in just 18 games, he's on pace to launch 32 this season. And in 2019, he only hit a total of 10, so he's halfway there. He's 5th in the Double-A Northeast with 5 home runs. And now they will send someone to warm up in the bullpen for Richmond. It's going to be Patrick Bertolo. He's their closer, and I don't understand how we'll have anybody to pitch in the next few games with the rate that this is going. The crowd is wild here, the best I've seen it so far at First Energy Stadium. Looking back is Marshall. Is he going to come home to Miller? Yes, but it's way outside. Runner on first and second. There is nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th, and the Fightins trail by 2. Here's the offering. Big swing and a miss there. And the count moves to 1-1. Big gap between first and second base if Miller is able to poke it the opposite way. This is his first at-bat in the second game. And he and Stokes did the flip-flop they did in the first game, but in reverse. Coming home now, Marshall. He'll graze the outside corner. It'll be a called strike. Wind is moving left to right now, but it's more so staying inside the park than pushing out. Nobody out here, 2 runners on for the Fightin' Phils in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes coming in for Marshall. Big swing and a miss. He'll get Luke Miller to sit back down. That'll bring us to the top of the Fightin's order with Archimedes Gamboa. Gamboa, just a fielder's choice so far today. He ran as far as third base but was unable to cross home. And Sean Williams, the manager over at the third base coach's box, does his usual step out. And he's ready to wave home Guthrie. They're going for a little bit of a fake as he fouls it back, and Gamboa falls behind 0-1. Marshall's known for allowing a lot of walks, but also getting a lot of strikeouts. It's a slow roller to short. They're not going to be able to get 2. They are going to get 1 as the runners shift over, and it will go 6-3, excuse me, as that was fielded by Matheny over at short. So Guthrie able to move to third and Hearn to second as it's time for Daniel Brito. There are 2 away now. And this is a big moment here. Fightin's have to capitalize. There's only 1 more inning after this. They've got quite a few chances so far throughout the game. They've got 2 runners on with just 2 outs for Daniel Brito, who's 2 for 3 in this second game. And of course, following him, Jorge Bonifacio. Here's the offering by Marshall. It's a called strike. 96 on the gun. I don't think we've seen faster than that clocked so far during one of these games. Everyone but the third baseman playing deep. Marshall leaning over. He's getting the sign from Torres. And it'll be high. Torres had to pop up anything that goes by him. And Guthrie is coming home. Obviously, they're running on contact here with 2 outs. But a wild pitch, a pass ball, anything that gets away from Torres is going to be big news for the Fightins here. They're down 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. This is just a 7-inning contest. And the pitch comes in the dirt. It bounces in front of Torres, but he's able to block it. All right, we're ready to rock and roll here. Everybody's set up. There's 2 on, there's 2 outs. The Fightins are down by 2. And now here's the 2-1 to Daniel Brito. It's going to be a called strike at the knees, and it evens up. Leaning over, Marshall. He gets the sign from Torres now. Glove at the waist. Kicks and fires a chopper foul. So we'll do it again. Marshall up to 23 pitches in just 1 inning. Doesn't look like he'd come out for the 7th either way, as they have Rudolo warming up. And he was the one who got the save the other night. He's up to 4 on the season, the most in the Flying Squirrels organization. And now with 2 on, 2 outs here, and the Fightin's down 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-2 from Marshall. And it'll be low. Brito able to hold off, and it moves to a full count. Things are intense here at First Energy Stadium. This is a big moment here for the Fightins. They've got an opportunity to score. This all started off with a single from Guthrie. Hearn walked and they had 2 on. They've been unable to do anything since then but record 2 outs. And the 3-2 pitch is about to come in from Marshall. The payoff, it's in the dirt and a walk him. He'll load the bases here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the most powerful hitter in the lineup. It's Jorge Bonifacio. That is not the guy that you want to be facing right now. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change. Coming out, Tony Diggs. They're going to put in their closer, trying to get the final out of this bottom half of the inning. But it is on the shoulders of Jorge Bonifacio, and there's no one else you want up right now. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come right back soon.
Unlike any other area at First Energy Stadium, the Stadium 61 dugout suite puts you at the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, ability and motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for a one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite are $27 and include options to add food or drink packages. For the first time ever, the Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you their classic game program all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player rosters, and front office staff. It also includes featured stories and alumni reports, all on the favorite guys who spent their time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Purchase a bank of tickets to be used throughout the Fightin' Phils season. The Flex Bank lets you use the number of tickets you need when you need them. You will have an online Flex Bank account which allows you to use your bank of tickets or vouchers to redeem for game tickets whenever you need them. You can also reserve your game tickets from your Flex Bank by contacting the ticket office or redeeming in person at the stadium. Visit ourphils.com or call the office at 610-370-BALL for more information about the Flex Bank ticket packages and all the exciting ways you can get tickets to a First Energy Stadium game.
We're back with the most intense moment of this game, number 2 here. The Fightin's down 2 runs. There's 3 men on base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the most dangerous hitter, Jorge Bonifacio. So the Richmond Flying Squirrels, they had to make a call to the Alvernia University Golden Wolves bullpen. They finished the day with Mac Marshall, who was able to record 2 outs. He's responsible for all 3 runners on the bags, and into the game they bring Patrick Rutolo, who we saw earlier in the contest. He recorded a save back in game 1, and he has 4 on the season, which is the best that the Squirrels got. And Rutolo has been lights out for the Giants this entire season. And the reason that he is so good, he credits to Tim Lincecum, which if you remember him, he was obviously a pro with the Giants. And that's what he tries to do with his deception, movement, and location. He goes for the backwards tilt. If you're watching this on MILB TV, you'll be able to see it. But I'll try to describe it for you. The right-hander kicks so far back, and Bonifacio ropes one so high into the bullpen, and it didn't look like the players out there were able to get out of the way in time. As if that was fair, that would have scored at least a run, if not 2. The Fightins are loud here. And Bonifacio stepping back with an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. He'll foul it off. 3 runners on the base pass for the Fightins. There's 2 outs here, and they trail by 2 in the bottom of the 6th. This is rally time here at First Energy Stadium. Everyone is pumped. Bonifacio stepping into the righty batter's box. He's had 2 home runs in both, 1 in each game so far today. He's also had a double to his name. Here's the 0-2, and he did not go, so it's going to be a ball as it moves to 1-2. Rutolo usually sitting around 92 to 94 with his fastball. He's got a curveball, and he's practicing a changeup. Bases loaded here with 2 away. Rutolo, Bonifacio sends one deep to left field, and it's out of the park. It's out of the stadium, and it's a grand slam. He did it. It's a grand slam there from Bonifacio. He's rounding third, and he's coming home as Richmond has something to say about it. The manager already heading out to chat, but he roped that, and it was called fair by the umpires. That is a grand slam, the first of the season for the Fightin' Phils, and they put themselves ahead in this game 6-4 now on top of the Flying Squirrels. Now it seems like there's some contest going on whether that was fair or foul. Obviously Richmond saying it was foul, and obviously Reading saying it was fair, although none of the Reading players are out. Obviously it went in their favor. Sean Williams staying off to the side, and it doesn't look like anything is going to be changed. Obviously there's no reviewing tape, but we did see a call overturned earlier in the game with a home run that turned into a triple, and that was on Richmond's side. And Rutolo just got blown up there. Obviously, most of those runs will be credited back to Matt Marshall, but Bonifacio took that one out of the ballpark. His 3rd home run of the season. This one, it's a grand slam, so we get a solo shot, a 2-run homer, and a grand slam. And that'll put the Fightins up 6-4 here. And the whole crowd has gone wild. The momentum has changed. And Diggs is out there really giving it to Alfonso behind the plate. Now all the umpires are coming together, and I know that obviously we do have replay of it up here. I don't think they can request access to that during the game, but they are having a meeting once again, and I have not seen this in minor league baseball. Now we've been seeing it twice today where the umpires are having a conference about what went down. I mean, the thing is, that was hit so high in the air, and the foul poles only extend so far up, and on the call on the field stands, that was a grand slam. And Tony Diggs still arguing with Alfonso, and it doesn't look like he's going to be thrown out here, but he's going to head back to the dugout, and he's very upset with how that was called. But the Fightins are in a lead now as Jorge Bonifacio absolutely slams his 3rd home run of today, and one of them was a grand slam as Matera stepping into the batter's box there. 6-4 the score now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the game has completely changed here. There are still 2 outs as Rutolo trying to get out of this mess. And we do see Jacob Hernandez will now start to warm up. He and Cesar were typically considered the closer role. Obviously Cesar on the IL now, so it'll be in the hands of Hernandez for the most part. Obviously, we haven't seen many save situations here for Reading thus far, but Cesar did have a save to his name, and Hennigan should be put up for one today if all goes right. And Matera taking a strike. And Matera will take another swinging strike, though he was about to walk back to the dugout, but Alfonso said he tipped it, so he's going to remain in the game. he'll take a ball, so now it's 2-2. 6-4 the score here in Reading. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Matera up at the plate. Rutolo trying to get out of the bottom of the 6th, and he will as Matera goes down swinging, but not before Jorge Bonifacio puts the Fightins on the map here. A grand slam will put the team up 6-4, and now they only have 3 outs until the game is over because the tides have turned. So we'll head back for the top of the 7th real soon.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, are you okay? The hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530. The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
7th, the game has changed tremendously here. Jorge Bonifacio sends a grand slam deep to left field, and he makes the game 6-4 here at First Energy Stadium. Jacob Hernandez comes on to close things out. He'll go for the save here. And with 2 runs, this is a safe situation. And this is the last inning because the game is ending in the 7th. And thanks to PSECU, the count 2,360 today in the ballpark. A big crowd here to support the Fightins. And Jacob Hernandez he's got 14 strikeouts and 9 innings pitched. He's earned the win in 1 game, but mostly comes out in the back half of the game or the closer, and now with Cesar out, he will definitely be in that back spot. Andy Soculio coming out to bat. He'll take a first pitch strike. Count now 1-1 to Segulio. Julio sends it about as high in the sky as I've seen it. Coming down, it'll be Miller. So that'll be 1 away now here in the top of the 7th, which is really like the top of the 9th, because this will be it. This is game 2 of the doubleheader. Hayward now up at the plate. He'll take a first pitch strike. So 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. And the Fightins are up 2, so a complete game change now. And the pitch coming inside to Hayward. It's 1-1. Join us tomorrow for another night game, 7:05 start here at First Energy Stadium for Game 5 of this, or Game 4 of this 6-game set. I'm getting a little torn up here with the doubleheader today. We're taking a little break. Jacob Hernandez has to tie his cleat. Definitely don't want to trip over himself coming down off the mound. And now he's going home with the 1-1 to Hayward, and it'll be in the dirt. As Hayward sends that deep to left center, there's 2 people coming over it, but on the run, it's going to be Steven who makes the grab, and there's 2 away now as we get close to the save for the Fightins. So now up at the plate, David VR. They're down to their final out here as they trail by 2 in the 7th. Fightins 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Richmond 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Jacob Hernandez shutting things down. The 0-1 makes it 0-2. Fightins fans are on their feet here at First Energy Stadium for an exciting end to a doubleheader. Here's the 0-2, it's fouled off, and it'll stay 0-2. Crowd is on their feet. It's an 0-2 count. He sends it into deep left field. Steven on the run. He makes the catch, and it's a Fightins victory here. They win 6-2 over Richmond in Game 2 of the doubleheader, and it was all Jorge Bonifacio who will take the win. And that is the end of that, folks. Join us tomorrow night. Fightins take 1 out of 2 of the doubleheader, and there'll be post-game fireworks. We're going to take a short break, and that is actually the end of the day, so not a short break. It's over, but we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to check out all the post-game stuff we've got going on. Huge victory here at First Energy Stadium, 6-4 over the Richmond Flying Squirrels.